Tualatin Hills Nature Park, a wondrous natural area in the heart of Beaverton, Oregon, on the ancestral homelands of the Kopeopeo people, who have stewarded this land for generations.
This park is enjoyed by over 200,000 citizens every year.
This park is a huge treasure in a busy urban area.
So many people come here for different reasons. It's just a chance to free themselves of their daily stress and reconnect with the natural world. Within the 5 miles of trails, you can be going through all different types of habitats within a short period of time.
When you walk into the Cedar Grove, you feel like you're in a sacred space, an old cathedral. I just wish the trees could tell me their stories.
Deep within the fiber of these trees are names of people who fought to preserve this special land we enjoy today.
I used to work across the street. I looked out my window and thought, wouldn't it be wonderful to have this land preserved as a natural area where the deer can browse?
Barbara Wilson was dreaming about a forest known as St. Mary's Woods. In the early 70s, land in Washington County was being developed at unprecedented levels.
I ran for the board with the idea that the Park District was too heavily focused on active recreation, tennis courts and ballparks, and I wanted to bring another voice to the board.
Barbara was determined to preserve this unused piece of land on the west side of Beaverton.
My short-term goal was to buy the land before it's too late. You can't go back and get land after the development has gone in.
Barbara formed a grassroots citizens group called the St. Mary's Woods State Park Committee, Incorporated.
Barbara and others had identified that Washington County had no state park of any significance. The Nature Conservancy documented that this site was, in fact, a very unique place because it produced so many different habitats that you really rarely find anywhere.
Once I saw the property, then I was sold. Then I was all in for the project.
In 1974, when voters passed a $10 million Park District bond measure, many community groups advocated for investing in land acquisition and aquatics, recreation, and senior amenities.
Park District was, of course, interested in a regional park because they didn't have any. They basically had a series of local parks.
Not enough funds were available for a regional park.
I was concerned about the bond issue that the Park District just passed. I felt that it was important at that time in Washington County to be purchasing some land. There was still land available.
I get quite emotional over this, even after 50 years. I have deep regrets that we didn't get 450 acres.
But the committee didn't give up. They found another way. Their new mission? Drum up more support.
I would come over here just about every day and take pictures of all the birds and bugs and critters and flowers, and we would take that slideshow around wherever we could generate an audience.
We gave an explanation of what we were about and why it was important and what needed to be done.
With intense lobbying, the committee got the state of Oregon to agree to help fund the park. Then, in 1979, the state parks budget was slashed, all but ending the hopes for this land.
That was pretty discouraging because we thought we had it in the bag.
Running out of options, in 1980, the committee pled with the Parks and Recreation District for a bond measure exclusively to purchase the land.
By golly, it passed. It passed. It passed. And it gave us the money.
The Tualatin Hills Park and Recreation District finally acquired 180 acres from the Archdiocese of Portland, and the dream of preserving a natural area blossomed.
As a botanist, it was hugely rewarding to see that this land did not slip away, which would have, I think, been devastating.
This park represents the culmination of hours and hours of work. It was really a hard battle. We could have given up on many days.
This is one of the milestones in my life. This is a good one.
The next step was creating a master plan for the nature park's future.
So now we have the property. How are we going to configure this?
17 long years passed between purchasing the land and opening the Tualatin Hills Nature Park on Earth Day in 1998.
When the park finally opened, I was really exhilarated. I'm proud of the people in this community that voted for and are supporting a large piece of land that is left natural for everybody to enjoy.
My students and I worked in the nature park building some of the initial trails.
Because of those citizens' vision 50 years ago, we have 220 acres here that we can hear the birds, we can watch the deer, we can see the beaver activity.
One of the best experiences, I came over here and went for a walk, and there was a classroom full of probably kindergartners.
Wait, I see it.
That's when I knew we did a good thing.
The power of nature really is to inspire, to be able to see the wonder of nature and realize that you ultimately are a part of it, and that this process is a legacy of my life, my family's life.
I'm really glad that it's here for everyone. It's free. Come on out.
And I'm from the Youth of Kopeopeo project. Innovative Streets gave us this incredible opportunity alongside our rangatahi. It was a co-design and a co-delivery process. Transformational placemaking in Kopeopeo, which is a neglected community in Whakatane that is actually really popular with the youth. Innovative Streets was about creating streets for people, and our young people particularly, not just cars and parking. They're about colour, murals, storytelling, identity, understanding where we stand and who we are. So what's next? We'll leave that up to our young people. Stay tuned.
Kia ora, ko Anuri toko ingoa. I've had the pleasure of working on this amazing kaupapa, which brings the youth of Kopeopeo into the fold.
Kia ora everyone, my name is Abraham Larson. I'm a Health Improvement Advisor for Tualatin. I'm also the co-project lead of Youth of Kopeopeo. Recently we did an event called Eat and Belong. Eat and Belong was a way of showcasing King Street and all that it has to offer for the community to see King Street the way that we see it. We wanted to cut it off, section it off and let people just dwell there and spend time there. It's just a way of reimagining the streets for a different purpose.
In this particular event, I'm the manager of this chaos. I'm really thrilled with it. We've learned so much about how much our community values having the whole road to use in different ways, and I feel like we've had our time and effort rewarded.
So on the day, one of the best things for me personally was to see members of our community come here and embrace the idea that we had, connect with their friends, connect with their whānau, and really sort of endorse what we're trying to do in this space. People from outside of Kopeopeo come and see what this place could be like, to see our friends and our family, our stakeholders, our leaders in the community come and see this space, but really to see the locals, to see them embrace the idea of what we're trying to do was the best thing ever. So now that we're all done, the big question is, what's next?
Quando mi è stato proposto di fare il lavoro con il cavallo, sono stato entusiasta, sono stato il primo a voler fare, a ripercorrere le vecchie tradizioni.
È un lavoro antico, è un lavoro che diciamo si usa poco, ma chi lo fa è un lavoro che non fa mai il trattore innanzitutto, perché ti avvicini vicino alla pianta e il trattore non si avvicina mai vicino alla pianta. Il primo coltivo, voglio dire, quando si pianta una piantina è meglio farla col cavallo, perché ripeto, il trattore specialmente d'inverno schiaccia la terra, diventa come una strada, mentre il cavallo la lascia più cinevole, più fiabile. Ecco.
Questo è un fondo lasciato da mio padre, che purtroppo per la xylella, per questo problema che ci sta devastando tutti gli uliveti secolari, era ormai arrivato a un punto che o veniva abbandonato, e la cosa non mi andava proprio, perché mio padre so quanto ci teneva a questo fondo. Nel momento in cui vengono abbandonati questi fondi diventano ormai zona di discariche, perché gli sporcaccioni che stanno un po' dappertutto, appena vedono un po' di erba, un po' di sterpaglie, la prima cosa che fanno purtroppo è buttano spazzatura. Qui pianterò, ce n'erano 90 e ne pianterò 250 circa, perché adesso i sesti di impianto, diciamo, rispetto agli alberi secolari di una volta cambiano notevolmente, ecco. Quindi non è un intensivo, ci tengo a questo, perché l'intensivo è un po' una cosa che la vedo un po' più industriale, è semplicemente una rettifica dei vecchi impianti che si facevano 12x12. Questo verrà un 7x5, orientamento nord-sud, affinché l'influenza dei venti faccia avvenire l'impollinazione in maniera giusta. Io non sono un agricoltore, io faccio tutt'altro, però sono appassionato di agricoltura.
Che in questo lavoro non è solo chi guida, è anche l'animale che ti fa fare bella figura. Sì, è un cavallo che l'ho preso da piccolo, l'ho insegnato io quello che sa fare. L'ho chiamato Peppino perché l'ho comprato di San Giuseppe e l'ho messo quel nome. Il mio lavoro prima si chiamava il carrettiere, però prima si andava a piedi con il traino, adesso siamo un po' agevolati con il fatto che abbiamo i camioncini e andiamo dove ci chiamano, a chi vuole arare le vigne, a chi vuole arare i pomodori, a chi vuole arare i carciofi, gli ortaggi, tutti in genere. Dove ci chiamano andiamo.
Ma mi aspetto che lo facciano anche gli altri, perché comunque, apro e chiudo parentesi, non è una cosa da tralasciare. Noi prendiamo, anche se ogni anno, pur minima, prendiamo un contributo dall'AGEA e non mi sembra giusto che questi contributi che lo Stato ci dà, che la Comunità Europea ci dà, vengano utilizzati per altri scopi. Se qualcuno mi dà dei soldi, io li devo investire per quello che per la ragione in cui me li ha dati, assolutamente.
Si sono persi degli artigiani tipo il sellaio, tipo il fabbro che ci permetteva di aggiustare i finimenti, oppure l'aratro e roba di ferro, diciamo. Quindi o ti devi arrangiare alla meglio quello che puoi fare, quello che sai fare, o se no vai in giro a chiedere se trovi qualcuno.
Vorrei trasmettere questo entusiasmo che ho anche ai ragazzi, con la speranza che ci sia un futuro migliore per loro e che possano, almeno in parte, alcuni di loro, ripercorrere queste scelte.
Sì, io ho qualcuno, però sono tutte delle persone grandi. Quando moriranno queste persone grandi, che fine faremo? Io penso che qualcuno deve uscire per forza, perché è un mestiere che secondo me non si perderà, anzi, andando avanti con il fatto del biologico, del cosa, penso che qualche cosa si dovrebbe incrementare.
E ho voluto, ecco, come la Fenice, farlo rinascere questo fondo. Penso che in questi giorni mio padre, che sta dall'altra parte, che un giorno riabbraccerò, sarà contentissimo di quello che sto facendo.